Hey guys and girls, I'm Allie, and today we're watching Neon Genesis Evangelion episode 16. Last time we had a very interesting episode with a little bit more of romantic tension and nervous breakdowns and whatever happened. A little bit more backstory about Shinji's past, about his mom, and that he ran away. And him trying to say something, but his father didn't really react to it well. But he's still doing stuff with Ray. And Ray was kind of connected to this weird, brain-like thingy? I don't know. It, a little bit, it reminded me of, if you've ever played the game, The Evil Within. It kind of reminded me of that, with a giant brain that kind of reaches out. Yeah. Yeah, and Asuka and Shinji kissed, basically, even though that wasn't really a kiss. That was more like, help, I cannot breathe anymore. But, stuff like that happens if you have inexperienced teenagers. But this time, the episode is called Splitting of the Breast. I have no idea what it might mean. I have no idea. I'm pretty much unknowledgeable about that right now. But that's fine. We're just gonna watch the episode and find out for ourselves. Right? And I also don't have too much time, so I guess we will just start right now. And without losing too much time, we are gonna start in 3, 2, 1, and go. The thing with Uncut reactions with a timer is, since people have to sync up the episodes, you can't just pause every time or maybe skip the intro and all that, because it's gonna confuse everyone. So I can speed up my intro and outro, but I can't speed up the episode itself. So I just have to hope that I have enough time to actually also talk a little bit about the episode after that, but I don't know, my technical difficulties were kind of bad. So I hope nothing like that happens again. Let's see what this episode is about. Asuka? It's the great morning music again. What's happening? What is it? Too hot? Okay. I mean, there are people who actually do feel sorry for everything. Asuka, could you just tone it down a little? Shinji is just unimpressed. Well, sleazy adult relationship. She's jealous. Very, very jealous. Okay. He's getting better. That's good. Yeah, Asuka, like I said before, tone it down a little. Yeah, Ray's not impressed. She's just, yeah, let her rant. So is this gonna be an episode where Asuka is gonna lose her shit again? What's he doing? Yeah. He's feeling good for once. And now he's not feeling good. Because people are laughing at him. Why are you laughing at him? Bad people. He finally felt good for once. Ooh, I guess that's another angel. A very stripy one. Huh. Out of nowhere. Well, it kind of hid in the shadows, I think. Okay, so he's away. Of course he's away, because every time he's away something happens. Mission Impossible. Asuka, could you just... Wow, could you just not... This is not the best approach. Yeah. That's gonna go so wrong, won't it? I have a feeling that's gonna go really, really wrong. This is gonna go really wrong. Because Shinji is gonna feel way too, like, confident in what he can do. Because he's like, I have to prove myself now. And prove that I'm the best. Yeah, your cable is basically done. Really? Ah, okay. So they can change, like, locations with that. This is probably not gonna work. And it disappeared. And it just teleported. Or, well, went into the shadows. Well, that didn't work. Well, he couldn't have known. And now he's swallowed by the thing. Really? Yeah, they can't get him out. I mean, they will get him out at some point, probably, but I mean, if you would have been in that, like, yeah, you couldn't have known that the shadow would swallow you. Or, like, swallow whole buildings. What exactly is that thing? And where is the whole stuff going? Like... Yeah. They're gonna have to try to get him out. This is like a whole, like, sea of stuff. Hmm. 16 hours if he doesn't move. Okay. So there's hope, I guess. I mean, he's the main character. They're gonna save him. It's only episode 16, but still. This, I have a feeling that's gonna be the trauma involved. Don't blame him. He couldn't have known. Because you provoked him. Wow, those eyes. Yeah, but you provoked him. Yeah. Asuka is a handful. She, I try to understand her. I do understand some of her reasoning, but honestly, sometimes she just gets on my nerves. Nothing but white. It's just a void. 12 hours, so he's only got four or 5 hours to live. Wow. Hmm. 3 nanometers. Well, he's sucking it somewhere. Another universe. Is in reality just a shadow. Oh, so the ball is just like something to lure them in, probably? Like bait? Uh-oh. Filters. Ooh, that's... Ooh, he's panicking. Panicking is not a good idea. He's fearing for his life. Yeah, they have to get Shinji out of there or he's gonna die. So that's the main, like, priority at the moment. So it's gonna just explode. Wow. The pilot is expendable. Yeah. I don't think so. She's found out a little bit about that. This is, yeah, I thought it would go into a really bad conflict at some point. Yeah, she wants to find out more about everything. But at the moment, she has to get Shinji out of there. Or hope that he's gonna be alive when they get the Ava unit out. Ooh. Hmm. So, like the ones like that is seen by other people. Each is a different, and yet they're all. Ooh, that is an interesting concept. Hmm. Wow. This is deep. Ignoring or avoiding anything you don't like. Well, that is his identity crisis. Ooh. Ooh, that there's a lot of interesting stuff to talk about in this. Yeah, he's just remembering stuff and basically talking to his other self. Uh, okay. This is. Ooh, trippy. Tired of being alone. It's getting cold. He's losing all hope. He's not gonna die. We just got all that development on him, and he has a chance to actually change and stuff like that. He's not gonna die. Ooh. His mom. His mom is the one keeping him alive. Ooh. This is very deep personal stuff. That's A lot to dissect, to be honest. And now just get him out. That's what you have to do. Or what is happening? Oh, is Shinji breaking out by himself? Well, something's happening. Ooh. He's just breaking himself out. With the strength he got from his mom, basically. That's a lot of blood, I guess. Did he go berserk again? Hmm. Wow. Okay. He got out. And he's covered in blood or whatever it is. Whew, that was a thing. He's alive. I don't know if he's all right. You wanted to see everybody? Yeah, he almost died. I don't know if that's the right moment. That's an interesting question. I mean, probably not. I think it's a lot about control. He's okay. He almost died. Yeah. And Asuka was eavesdropping. At least you know that people actually care about you. Still there? Ooh. So that was episode 16. Oh, there's a lot to dissect there. A lot. Really, a lot. First of all, like, okay, it's all connected. Like, the actual, like, stuff with the Avas and Shinji and all the... Whoa. That was a lot to take in. The whole talk about that there's multiple versions of everyone is very interesting. So you basically have the version that is your true self, then you have the one you want others to see, but then there's also the ones, like, the version of you that others see. And each person will see you differently. But that doesn't mean that it's not you. It's still you. It's a part of you. And this was a very interesting discussion because it opens up so much about, like, the self-perception and the difference of that to the perception of others. And how everyone has another view, but basically the collective of all views, of all perspectives, make up the actual person. which is a very interesting and philosophical thing to think about. And what was he? He was like, they were talking about like another, yeah, that you can't, that you can't just choose like a handful of pleasant things to make up your life. You have to take it with all the bad things too, because that's who you are. You can't just be the person that resulted from like a few little things you liked. This was also very, like, it's connected, but it's also something very, like, a very different discussion than the one before, about just having to take everything as it is, because things happened in the past. Good things, bad things, it doesn't matter. They all made you the person you are. And if you would have only had the moments like that were good, you would have been an entirely different person. So you can't just choose the things, because you are the person that was made by everything that happened to you. Everything, every little single thing, and you cannot just throw some of them away, because that would change a lot. And since you're still the same person, it has to be from every part of you. You have to accept it and work with it. And if you want to change something, then you can't change the past. You have to change what happens next. It's actually very interesting, but because right now I had a similar part while I was writing my novel. It's book 2 of a trilogy, and my main character has gone through a lot of trauma already, but now she kind of realizes that everything that happened to this point, even if it's really, really bad, it all brought them to this point in time. They cannot change it, and if better things would have happened at some points, worse might have happened in other points. And that they just have to deal with the situation as it is at the moment, and the only thing they can do is change things going forward. And I think Shinji has the potential to do that, that he now realized a little bit more about himself. I have a feeling, okay, like with the thing before, when he went into this berserk mode, basically, he didn't remember anything. But he definitely remembers the stuff that happened in this shadow thing. So now he has the potential to change. He has the potential to see, okay, what is it, what I have been doing that might not be what I should be doing. Which includes trying to please everyone, probably. He's trying to make everything so that nobody's angry at him. And that's understandable, since like his history with his father and all this stuff. Which is also interesting, the part where it was said that he apparently, like, it was rumored that he killed his wife. Which I want to know more about. Because if that's true, you lost a lot of brownie points then. But yeah, there's probably still more to go on from, like, the whole mother story. Also that she basically was the person in the end saving him from death, probably. Since he was, like, giving up. And then his mother basically came into his thoughts. And she was like, you're gonna be okay? Or... And then, like, good. Then moving on. After all this very personal, internal turmoil we had, the Eva broke out by itself. I was thinking maybe Shinji just did it because, like, his mother gave him the power to actually do something. Right now, after we had the last part, I'm thinking more of Shinji lost control, finally. He lost control. He didn't die, but he lost control. And that's why the Eva was able to break out. There was talk about, if they knew what the Evas really are, they would hate us. They wouldn't like this. And yeah, I have a feeling that the pilots are not actually there to make them functioning. The pilots are not there to make them work. I mean, we saw it in the very first episode when the Eva saved Shinji. It moved on its own. He wasn't piloting it. The pilots are more like the people that control them. They're in control of the Eva units, so they will only do what, Nerve wants. They use the pilots to basically let the Evas only do what they want, what the whole organization wants, and keep their actual, stuff they want to do on the down low. And the berserk mode thing, this is when the pilots lose control and the actual Eva comes to the surface and emerges and does whatever they want. The first time we had that there was just whole attack stuff, whatever. Because, it tried to save itself. And, right now, it was also, a self-preservation thing. Shinji lost control, and Shinji couldn't do anything as a pilot, but as soon as he lost control, the Eva was able to do something for itself. And it broke out. That's it's not all confirmed by now. It's not all confirmed, but that's basically what I'm thinking right now. It would make sense. It would make a lot of sense, because it would explain the whole berserk mode thing. It would explain why they do this whole dummy program too. It's probably so they don't have to endanger actual people. Well, I don't know if it's about the endangerment, but they don't have to use actual people to control the Evas, but they want to use artificial stuff to control them. Because until now, the only way to control the Evas has been through the pilots that have been compatible. This was the only way to control them until now. And so the dummy program is for them to basically find another way. Ooh, this is getting spicy. But I like it. I like this concept very much, that they're basically still alive. They are living beings. And the only reason they need the pilots is to control them and to keep them doing nothing. Just use their bodies, but not have them themselves interfere. Not have the Evas interfere. I like this. I like this very much. I'm liking this story more and more. And if this is turning out to be the case, with the Evas having a conscience and whatever, then I'm gonna like it even more. So yeah, I think that's a good end. I ranted a little bit more about stuff than I planned to, but apparently I have the time. So, on this note, have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!